You're watching The Ugly Inside? Subscribe below.
Welcome back to TUI Transfer Talk. It's been a busy day at Southampton today, one in, one out. Joining me once again is Clive. He's back from Gran Canaria, from sunny Spain. First of all, mate, Pierre-Emile Hojbjerg, what do we know and how do we feel of the transfer?
Quite excited by this one. I think he's come from a top club. You can't get much better than Bayern Munich, can you? And he's very young. He's right up our street. He's clearly a guy who likes to carry the ball forward, likes to work hard. All the press we're getting is really good. I mean, obviously, bear in mind, a year ago we bought Jordi Clasie and he took time to settle. So maybe this lad might. But I guess the Bundesliga is probably about as similar as you're going to get to the Premier League in terms of its style. Perhaps the Erzv, the Dutch league, not anywhere near as strong. So Jordi had to make that change in his physical style of his play, which he adapted to very well towards the middle and end of the season. And yeah, this lad's decent. This lad sounds really decent.
He's very much a player that I'm genuinely excited to see play for Southampton next season. Like we were saying off camera, he's always been a player that's been very highly rated in video games, in FIFA, in Football Manager, always got lots of potential, and hopefully he can fulfil that potential at Saints. He's at the right club. He fits the mould, like you said a second ago, a young, hungry player that likes to get forward.
That's right. Well, I'm more interested in what he does on grass, really, Freddie. What he does on a computer game is irrelevant. But I can't. Yeah, I've never been one for all these stats and things. But clearly, he's had very, very good reviews. And as such a young guy, he seems to have a lot of maturity on his shoulders in terms of the response that we're getting from the fans, from the other teams. So yeah, it's good, and it's much needed. Obviously, there's been a bit of an exodus. We had Pelle today. I'm disappointed Pelle's gone, but it's not really surprising. Yet again, seems like someone's gone for the big bucks.
That takes us into Pelle, really. £12 million, 13 million pounds has been reported. He's signed for Shandong Luneng. He's now in the top 10 for the highest transfer fees going into Chinese league, and also apparently now one of the top earners in the world.
Well, he'd be able to afford to keep his hair cut nice and straight and that'll be one thing for him. But oh my goodness, Pelle. Well, I picked up an Italian businessman tonight, and he said, well, Conte, the manager of Italy, would probably have wanted him to go to China after that penalty. But yeah, he's been good for us. He's been good for us. There's been times when he's been very frustrating, and a lot of people have said that he's too lazy, too slow. But he was always someone, when you were under pressure, that could hold the ball and make the ball stick and take the pressure off a little bit. So I'm disappointed that he's gone, and I guess between now and the start of the season, because you don't want to be slagging Saints off for not buying people, because there's time yet. So, but I would be expecting a centre forward, especially with Mane, because Mane's left one hell of a hole.
Not only as a striker, but Mane has the ability to play into that number 10 behind the striker as well. I mean, we brought in Austin in January. He's, quote, a ready-made replacement, but they're very different types of players. Would you agree?
They're very different types of players, and I really hope that Charlie comes off this season and does the business. Hope Shane keeps up his fantastic form at the end of last season. But you can never have enough, and especially with the Europa Cup games coming up, the League Cup, the games will come thick and fast at the start of the season, and we need strength and depth up front. We need ability to play different ways as well. Like we proved last season, that it wasn't all about getting the ball up to Pelle and Pelle holding it, because when Shane Long had his purple patch, we completely changed our way of playing. Obviously, 3 big players have gone now. That's 3 of those, what you would probably think of as starting 11, have gone. And, we need to replace them. Obviously, today's been a major plus. I think it's given everybody a lift, and I'd like to think that definitely a centre forward. The goalkeeping situation, the goalkeeping reserve situation, I think needs sorting out, and probably bolstering one more centre half, because Florin is coming back from a long-term injury. And realistically, in terms of experience, you've only got Van Dijk and Jose there as your two shoo-ins, as it were. And if one of them gets injured, I like to think Jack Stevens could come in this season, but it's a big call, isn't it?
Well, there we have it, guys. Let us know in the comments below what you think of the Hojbjerg transfer in. Pelle's gone to China. Let us know what you think of that as well. Has he gone there for the big bucks? Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more.
Now he's gone for the chicken chow mein.